Lifestyle Live. Come and see, you'll agree. There's a positive energy. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
8 years ago, an Indianapolis woman named Maddie Ross passed away unexpectedly, but now her legacy lives on with the Maddie Smiles Toy Drive. Maddie was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus, but defied the odds and lived for nearly 20 years until passing away. On this Lifestyle Live podcast episode, Paula Strauss and Lacy Ross of Maddie Smiles share more about the toy drive happening in her honor, one they know she would be proud of. This is the Lifestyle Live podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Welcome back, everybody. This one, Ran, is pretty inspiring. She was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus, but defied the odds and lived, Ran, for nearly 20 years.
Wow, 8 years ago, a young lady named Maddie passed away unexpectedly, but now her legacy lives on with the Maddie Smiles Toy Drive. Here today are the founder and co-founder, Paula Strauss and Lacy Ross.
Yeah, ladies, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Of course, we've been talking a little bit before this, learning some more about Maddie. Let's start with her journey, with her story, all of those years ago, where it all began.
So Maddie was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus. When she was 4 months old, I found her face down on my grandma's couch, which caused a hypoxic brain injury. They didn't expect her to live then. She went a whole year without smiling, and then all of a sudden, like one day, she was just like one
little half
smile, and then it went into a full blown like belly laughs. It was amazing, and she was awesome. And even though she was nonverbal, she definitely could let you know how she felt.
And I think that's a big part from what I've read about Maddie before, is the fact that the impact she had on people, even not being able to speak, but her demeanor, her smiles really brought so much joy to everybody around her.
Oh yeah. Anywhere we would go, like if there was a baby crying, she would get so upset and she would be in her wheelchair and she'd like pull up and she'd be so. And then if she could make them smile and laugh, she would laugh even more.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, and of course now allowing the legacy, Ran, to live on.
And tell us more about her too. I mean, you said she had a great smile and just a loving person.
Yeah, she just had this like warm feeling about her, and like she was my little sister, my only sibling, so she was kind of like my other half, and we just did everything with her, and we brought her along, everywhere we went. And
it's a beautiful thing though, because even though she's gone, you guys are doing something now to help her legacy continue. Tell us about the Maddie's Toy Drive.
Yeah, so we started this actually to kind of help us through our grief. After losing Maddie, and we picked Riley Hospital because Maddie's a Riley kid. So we really know how it feels when kids are stuck in the hospital, not able to play with their own toys or feel at home. Riley and the Cheer Guild does a great job at giving kids toys. They give thousands of toys away every month to kids.
Riley's fantastic.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so that's why we do this toy drive, because we want to bring those kids smiles, and we know it makes their family smile too, knowing that, people, we care. And
How many years have you guys been doing this?
This is our 8th annual.
So, and it's interesting to me, 8th annual or so?
We started a toy drive, kind of like a personal toy drive, the first Christmas that that she was gone, and then it just kind of grew from there.
But what has been the response, so far, from kids and parents alike when they're able to be a part of something like this, or be a recipient as well?
Oh yes, it's amazing. Sometimes we'll get like a Facebook post, that, they received a toy, and just the smile on that child's face is just, worth everything.
And make all the difference, I know.
What can the community do to help out? What can they do?
So we have drop-off sites at Bearded Bagel. Sunday's homemade ice cream at 79th and Fall Creek. The Scoop Shack that's over at like 71st and Benford. The Fort Bend Farmers Market. You can, if Moo and Lou, our for-profit side, is not there, then you can drop it off at the Farmers Market tent. We also take monetary donations that all of the money will go to buy toys.
That's fantastic. And where can we go to learn more?
So you can check out our website. We're at maddiesmiles.com. And we try to stay pretty active on Facebook and Instagram too.
Well, we thank you both so much for coming in, giving us just a snippet. I know it brings so much joy to kids being able to receive something like that, especially when they're going through something that's really tough and difficult. So,
Paula,
we do
Lacy,
appreciate you both.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at lifestylelive.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your